I'll never forget the two softball moms walking out of the swingers party in nothing but bras and panties, each carrying an almost empty fifth of New Amsterdam vodka. Walking past me out into the courtyard and going for a swim in the fountain with the fire features. Hotel security and or the police had them get out of the fountain from what I heard the next day. They literally went for a swim, drunk AF in the fountain. And I replied, how am I hearing about this 5 years later?
If you're the con chairman, we don't tell you nothing.
That's the thing. If you are in charge, they know that you're in charge. So if something like that happens, they deal with it, and they let you deal with the bigger things. And then you find out 5 years later and you drink a whole bottle of wine.
I love that you had to deal, I believe one of you was definitely got hit with this one. When the off-duty police officers who were walking through the hotel came into operations and told you about the panhandler.
Oh yeah, the panhandler. You really gotta be careful about
You really gotta be careful.
panhandlers in your lobbies.
Their lobbies.
Yeah.
Was that at the Marriott?
Yeah. That was the very, I think
And
that
then,
was the first year.
I forget.
Might have been our second year.
It was
2016?
It was Des.
Was it Des?
Yeah.
I'm not the
I don't think
one
it was
that's
chair
talking
yet.
about it, though,
No,
so
no,
we're
no.
the other board.
Yeah, I think
you
that's
were
the thing.
contract.
I wasn't. Oh, I think they talked to security. I think it was late enough that they
Yeah.
talked to
Oh, okay,
security.
so
It was Dorside.
Dorside
It
told
was probably
us the next
Renegade.
day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's Renegade!
Renegade.
God damn it!
Yes.
So, police, ununiformed police, go into operations to talk to security. It's like, we just need to let you know, you have a panhandler in your lobby with like a group of people around them.
And I believe the response was, is he tall?
Yes.
Does he have a top hat? Yeah, that's kind of weird for a panhandler.
That's our director of finance. Don't worry about him. So yeah, in the security logbook for the Dorsai, I am labeled as the panhandler. And they have used that moniker multiple times, as in, went upstairs to shut down a party. The panhandler was running it. All I did was stare and smile. He kicked everyone out of his room.
You know, sometimes it's fun to be in the log, the Dorsai log.
Every once in a while.
It's usually not a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you say the Q word.
Oh, can't say it.
No,
Can't say
no.
it.
And not say the Q word.
Not the Q as in LGBTQ.
Nope.
Nope.
Q as in the
Somebody in the audience just said it. We won't repeat it.
Nope.
There's a reason for that. Do you guys know the original Q story?
I do.
Yours turn. Do it.
Absolutely.
Do it. That's such a good story.
So we were at the Marriott, and things were going pretty well. It was a good weekend so far. I think it was Saturday midday-ish. Maybe it was Friday. It was early-ish in the weekend. And I believe it was Jake Bunny who was director of operations at the time. I believe I was chair.
Yep.
And Dorsai was sitting across from him. He was sitting at the operational bar. I missed the thing.
Yeah.
And, contemplating and said, it's pretty right now. And everybody stopped and looked at him, and then the fire alarms went off. Put his head down and walked out of the room, and we evacuated the hotel. Fortunately, it wasn't our fault. I think some duck grease got on fire, if I recall. It was a kitchen fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a very small grease type fire. We
was
only
that
had to
Sunday
evacuate for a
morning?
few minutes, but
This was the same day as.
Was that Sunday morning? Or was that Saturday night?
Was this the same
I've slept
time
since
you
then.
were
I don't
doing Three-Headed Monster at the time? That's the same incident, right?
oh, that could be actually.
Yeah.
That was
Sunday
Saturday
morning.
after Saturday.
On the other side of Con.
Which, on the other side of Con, because somebody said the Q word, we had a magical moment as well. Because this hotel, it had issues. It had weird,
issues?
random issues. One of the issues being that we have a room full of this insanely expensive sound equipment, soundboards, tens of $1,000s worth of equipment, and one of the doors didn't lock. So to deal with that, they're like, well, this room has multiple doors. We're going to chain this door closed. And there I am in the back of the panel room with Uncle Kage. He gives me one of the, how can I, my boy?
My boy.
My boy. What's that on the door? Oh, the door doesn't lock, so they changed it to closed. Well,